Hey, Noctus here. Playing Hiveswap Act 2. We might be about to go for a trial. I hope, at least. What's up? Start the trial. What the fuck? No, we're not. Gather more evidence. Okay. Fuck. Keep these to myself. Fuck. Who do I need to talk to? Fucking hell. Actually, be right back. I'll be back when we can start the trial and I have everything I need. So, yep. See you in like a second or so. Cut here. Back. Alright, so the information we gathered was that this sort of thing has happened to Brianna before, and the offender was killed by the drones. She has, well, some fucked up internet history and is obsessed with Rainbow Dreamers. And he is innocent. I also gave him the spice to get said information via her internet history. Don't fucking ask me how he had it on him. I don't know or care. Finish your discovery, Gubbo? Let's talk through it. You discovered the book Fresh Teeth was smuggled on the train. Once she found it initially, Brianna locked it away, and then somebody broke into her locker and stole it. They tore some stuff out and hid it in their load gaper. You have a security guard that places certain trolls in certain places at certain times. You also have a bunch of extraneous bullshit items that may or may not come into play, maybe. I'm trying to figure out who stole the book from the Molocher and defaced it. There's so much going on. You at least give us a hint. I guess I can say this. There's more going on with this case than it seems. The thief might not be the real wrongdoer here. Everybody's got something to hide. Rip the secrets from their blood pushers like the fiercest of legislators. About the book. So we think the book was technically stolen twice. It was taken from Brianna's locker, obviously, but somebody had to steal it out of their library in the first place in order for it to get on the train. We might be dealing with two different thieves here. Well, the initial theft is a chilling mystery. I'm sure would enrapture the court. There's not much to be done about it. You need evidence, a suspect, a timeline. You need to put it on show. You can't do shit about it with what you've got now. Focus on who stole the book from the locker, okay? Alright, so we should be good. Let's start the trial. Sure you want to start it up right now? There might still be something you missed. But it's up to you. Yeah, let's start. Let's get everyone in the ready position. This could end one of 7 different fucking ways, and none of them are good. I hope I have everything. I no fucking clue. I've tried everything. Oh god. Hey, welcome to the trial of little Dario What's-Her-Fuck-It. The prosecution is prepped and ready for honorable tyranny. The prosecution will now show the court that Dario John so filthy Rainbow Drinker contraband for the Jade Lockers, defiled it and acted like a degenerate criminal just in general. The prosecution will now call to the stand their first witness. Whoa, slow the fuck down, Speedy McGee. You haven't given these itty bitty lowbloods an opportunity to get a word in. Of course, Ryder, how would it be? Hey, Joe, will you call up as your first witness? Me? Yes, you deaf quick, you're holding up the court. So set the whole tone of the trial. It's a big conclusion. Who do you think? This is your show. My role is merely advisory. Okay, how about Let's bring him up. Tiggery? You seek to challenge me. And Joey, do we really want to talk to him again? On second thought, maybe not. I agree. Cowards. You have observed that my mind is a steel trap. I am like an abyss that stares back. Any attempt to deconstruct my flawless logic would only result in madness. Yeah, that's definitely it. How about... Let's bring Brianna. Brianna. Seems obvious, but no. Didn't you just say this was my decision? Sure, but I'm allowed to stop you from making bad decisions, right? Darling, stop acting lawyer and let the Particle choose. I will. When she chooses the right one. Tirana. Nice choice. But you promised I wouldn't have to testify. I never actually said that. Don't worry, I won't ask you anything incriminating. And breasts give me strength. Time's a ticking, bitchnesses. Biznitches. Eek! I'll talk. Look, I'm not really comfortable doing this. I prefer to work behind the scenes, if you know what I mean. Naturally. Like the great pterologian of the dire empiricist troll Thomas Hobbes once said, "Teal bloods have never seen or heard. That is how you know the empire is thriving. Efficiently, decisively, lethally, on the back of our invisible labor. But we are not here to talk about you. We are here to talk about the unfortunate melodramatic afflictions typical of our cloistered sisters, so stay on topic." Look, I don't know what you think I saw. If you saw nothing, then you have nothing to lose by telling us the truth. Are you kidding? This is a courtroom. I have everything to lose by telling the truth. Like my life. In normal circumstances, that's true. But we're running a little experiment here. An experiment? Yeah, a kinder, gentler make-up trial. We're practicing a policy of innocent until proven guilty. It sounds almost blasphemous. We know how to have fun, don't we, Your Honorable Tyranny? You don't? Yeah, no need to be afraid, buddy. Come and prove your innocence. Oh. Well, you see, it was a total accident I found the missing pages. Not that I knew the pages were missing, that is. I mean, at the time I didn't even know the Jades were carrying around a forbidden book. I thought they were arguing about some stilly romance novel. Not that I overheard their arguments. Not explicitly. I'm not that kind of creep who would just listen in a private conversation on purpose or anything. I've just never seen one in real life before. But I'm not a stalker. She seems so nervous. I bet she knows something important. There's a couple tools in legislature's docket you can use for an effective trial. If the witness says something suspicious, confusing, or just plain weird, you can press them for more info. Or, if the witness makes a statement you can dispute with concrete evidence, you can present that evidence to the court. But you gotta put some thought into the evidence you're presenting. If you present something that has nothing to do with the case, you'll just piss off the court, and it won't work if you present your evidence on the wrong statement either. You mess it up too much, and you'll bore His Honorable Tyranny, and the trial gets thrown out. So if you ever get stuck, just press the hint button and I'll help you out. That sounds pretty exciting. I'll give it a shot. Katrina, take it from the top. Well, you see, it was a total accident that I found the missing pages. Not that I knew the pages were missing, that is. Blah, 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 blah. We never called you a stalker. Of course not. I just meant that a stalker is what you would call me. If it turned out that I had been doing something creepy, like following around a bunch of strangers I just met on a train. So first, does she sound more nervous than usual to you? Maybe we should try presenting some evidence. Good idea. Let's think carefully about this. What's something that only the Jades had on them that someone would find embarrassing to be caught with? See. Ugh, wrong one. Someone has free real estate. So you're saying the book is forbidden? Objection! What now? His Honorable Tyranny, the court would like to submit that the defense is stalling for time. This is a tactic subject to immediate mistrial and potential calling under articles. Fuck off. No, I'm not fucking reading that shit. Only if you get caught. I'm not stalling. I'm just still not clear on why the book is banned. I read the ripped up pages, and they're not any racier than the stuff my babysitter leaves lying around the house sometimes. Ugh. Actually, according to the article... Holy shit. The trollman required to... It's absolutely permitted for anyone involved in a trial of this nature to view subversive content for purposes of legal clarification. Are you absolutely sure of that, darling? Yeah, of course I am. But I also could just be making up numbers off the top of my head, and you'd never know. Like I said, it's only against the law if you get caught. That's what makes it so fun. You will be the end of me, I swear. Not that I ever have. Let's try the internet browsing history. Take this. You know what this is? What? I have never seen anything like that before in my life. You've never seen a magazine. That's right. And there's nothing you can do to prove that I have. It's not like you can mind control me. She's obviously lying. What do I do? She just told you. Use mind control. The thing we don't have. Mostly just that the last rares lack psychic powers, and we still get the job done. That's the thing. Mind control isn't magic. It's simply the art of using trick to trigger chemical responses in a victim's brain. The same chemicals can easily be hijacked with words instead. You figure out the motive. Now bring home the intent. I get nothing on me. She's kinda right, unless she tells the truth. We don't have anything. We have more than you think. You talked to all these assholes before the trial, too. Use your memory. I'll tell you something they shouldn't have. Wait. So didn't she say something before about having never seen one in real life earlier? I think she didn't actually mean a magazine. Used for jades to leave their caves? I mean, the cloistered ones, yeah. But there are non-cloistered jades, too. So she was talking about something else. I don't know what she meant. What I have... How is it even possible you've never seen a magazine? Yes, now that the subject has been so destructively slapped on the table like this, I must concur. Magazines are very common objects. I find it especially strange that a hopeful recruit to the terrible order of prospective editors is so ignorant about the history of regurgitated tree pulp media, which, as we all know, was once a cornerstone of our caste power base. Yeah, just I know all about the grand old days when Teal Bloods had to pulp the paper to create the historical records with our own mouths. Why are you all being so prescriptivist and literal? It was obviously being facetious. Now, why would you even try to be facetious in front of a room full of teals? On the stand, a flippant exaggeration gave me the satisfactory guilty verdict. Maybe you want to rephrase your statement? Okay, fine. I do have some knowledge regarding the existence of magazines, but I've never seen that one. And there's something you can prove that I have. Objection. There is something I can do. Oh, what is it? Oh, well, did you just yell objection without thinking about what you would say first? Look, it's really fun. Presenting a statement. Right there. So hold up. Do you think I'm on that track? I think that's what's going on here is extremely obvious. Of course you do. I've never had to be legislator before. Look, think about it logically. Only a limited number of reasons Tyrone would want the magazine. Should be easy to narrow them down. Great. Who was you reminded of? Link. Oh, I think I get it now. I told you it was obvious. You know, don't you think that Lynx looks like one of the boys on this cover? This is fucking... What the fuck? You mean... Actius? So you do know what the magazine is about. You were lying. Of course I was lying. Who doesn't know who Hatched to Dance are? Yes, have you not heard? They were asked only to dance and are very good at it. HUD is the hottest group on the planet. In fact, they're so popular that they've already been pre-approved for cushy military positions when they hit 9 sweeps, so that they can continue their music career while serving the Empire. Well, except for... Oops, I said too much. No, you haven't. Keep going. I didn't want to believe it was true, but there's a rumor that Actius is going to get cold soon. He's been dissing Tisius' selfies on Chitter, so she's going to send bots at him at their next gig. It's not fair. It's just going somewhere. It's just that... You see, Actius is... my bias. He's my bias! Ah, everything is clear now. Actius is her waifu. Oh, God. The correct term is husbanda, you fucking... That means that he's her favorite. Yeah, I see now. Just as a warrior cannot reveal his waifu except to true comrades or true rivals, a member of the H2D battalion cannot let their bias slip accidentally. To do so would be as foolish as baring your neck to an enemy. A male jade blood. You don't see one of those every day. So you were following Brianna and her friends around because Lank looks like your favorite singer? I mean, well, only a little bit. And I was hoping to get my hands on that magazine article for my self-torture scrapbook. But I saw that Eric confiscated it shortly after we boarded. And I didn't want to get caught breaking into her locker. So when I saw someone smuggling paper into the load gaper, I thought, hold up. You saw who stashed the pages in the bathroom? I didn't exactly see it per se. The train was under the mountains at the time. Wait, did we go through a tunnel? Weird, I guess it must have been when we were in the first car. There's so many people I couldn't see the windows. That's true then. We have an exact timeline for the crime, don't we? You're right! Thank you, Tirona. Your testimony really helped us out. In that case, can I go now? Yeah, buddy, scuttle along. Interesting. You were talking about your friend's party, right, Zephyros? Sounds like Credia's party is gonna be a mess. But from what I know, Damek and Credia have been up to, H2D drama is the last reason Taizia would have her place raided. Well, we have to focus on the trial right now, or we're going to be stuck in this car forever. I think it's time to talk to little Miss Camp Counselor. Well chosen. Brianna, you're up next. If that's what you want. I already told you that I won't speak against my girls. And Link. And Link. Yes, Castle is a laudable attribute and a loyal social subject of the Empire. However, in this case, silence may be more damning than any testimony you could give. What do you mean? I have in my hands a personal note grub which appeared to be running at the precise moment the group's adorable little schism kicked up. Well. Your Honorable Tyranny, the prosecution would like to submit in lieu of testimony the defendant's own words. Is that allowed? In court, my dude, anything goes if it pleases the judge. Yeah, this tickle might tickle me at a table gloves. It's your choice, Miss Brianna. Test your wits against two completely untrained legislators participating in a forced trial or put faith in the truth, but I warn you, the truth is a cleansing light more powerful than the sun, and I don't think you're a rainbow drinker. Nice one, Stells. I'm all twittipated. Thanks, I saw that one from you, darling. Yeah, I know. That's why it's so good. So what's it gonna be, champ? Very well, we will play the recording. Oh no, this is bad. Or is it bad? I can't tell. Hard to tell either way. Unlike the last witness, you won't be able to fluster them with incriminating evidence. Anything you present must be absolute and without a doubt irrefutable. Would everyone just calm down? We are calm. The only one pitching a fit here is Lanera, as usual. I am not pitching a fit. I'm trying to help Brianna. That's Branya. What do I keep saying Brianna? What the fuck is wrong with it? Branya, keep her win in order. Lanera, stop. Really? Because what it sounds like is you're kicking up a mom to get me cold. I should have known the second we were out of the cave you tried to get me thrown off the train, you backstabbing little bitch. No one will have to throw anyone off any trains if you just tell us where the book is. I don't have to say shit about shit. Daria, please, just tell us what happened to the book. If you say that you're innocent, I promise to believe you. But you have to say something. I'm not dignifying anything that comes out of that brown-noser's pathetic ignorance gash. Lanera's ignorance gashes is always what caused this entire mess. What's this supposed to mean? Link, Daria, don't gang up on her. Why the fuck not? She's trying to get you to gang up on me. I didn't even want to come on this stupid field trip. Can't you see this as a There! Now we've all heard it. Bronya herself, in her own words, suspected that Daria was the one who defiled the book. I think that's an oversimplification of a very complicated situation. What does Bronya think? Well, that's just it all. Does sound pretty clear cut. It's obvious that Bronya was just trying to stop the argument at any cost. Totally. But that sort of free-form psychological analysis doesn't fly in the court. Listen again. There will be a detail that stands out, I promise. Everyone just calm down. Really? Because it sounds like you're trying to keep him on to get me cold. Ugh, you're all awful to each other. It's because we're ever such close friends. Are you sure about that? That's just how friendship is sometimes. Is that how your best friend talks to you? Oh well, this isn't about me. But you know, I even saw Lanera and Link holding hands a little while ago. I think there's something else here we're missing. Ew, fuck. That's true. I forgot about that. Didn't occur to me that that's what that meant. Wait. Before continuing, I'd like the court to examine Brianna's itinerary for the trip. Oh, let's see it in. Objection! Your honorable tyranny, I don't see what relevance this line of inquiry has to the case this feels suspiciously like. Stalling for time! What's wrong, Stales? I thought you liked a tight itinerary. Cece! No, don't air out our laundry like that in a public court! Keep your shirt on, babe. I meant it literally. Bronier was the one who established the initial timeline for the case. Don't you want to make sure she started all the proverbial I's and slashed all the metaphorical T's? You know that I have a weakness for grammatical punctiliousness and, well, fastidiousness in general. Yeah, that's why I've carefully pressed hidden coffee rings into every notebook you own. Woo, you really know how to wrinkle my press collars. Love to see this kind of stuff. Please, you didn't even let me explain. If you look at the first item of the itinerary, you'll find reference to the term accountability buddy. What's an accountability buddy? Ah, well, it's when friends learn about being responsible together. Responsibility is a very... She makes us hold hands every time we go anywhere together. Oh, that's... humiliating. Yes, if I never have to feel Linare's clammy, sweaty palm of mine again, it would be too soon. Hey! So you're saying that Linera was your accountability buddy? Unfortunately. Which would make Wanshi Darius. Oh yes, we always have so much fun together. No, we don't. Rania, I want to be absolutely clear on where everyone was and when. Can you tell us more about your accountability buddy system in a little more detail? Well, I don't see how it could hurt. I assure you, assignment of accountability is a standard practice. Our cloister does not currently experience the kind of problems that would cause me to be suspicious of my friends. There is no special reason behind it, besides as a way to keep track of special duties. And since you asked, I can confirm that the accountability buddy pair-ups on this trip were Lincoln Linera, Wanshi, and Daria. These were decided by Linera and I ahead of time. Have I answered all your questions? To be honest, not really. Would you mind going over all that again? Oh, of course. It would be my pleasure to waste as much of your time as possible. Okay. Wait, is there any significance behind the pair-ups you chose? No. What do the rest of you have to say about that? Well... Objection! The rest of you are not currently on stand. They've been injecting this whole time, and you haven't complained yet. Because it wasn't advantageous for her to complain until now. I'm impressed, Stels. You got it in you after all. Must I remind you that the job of an auditor is to investigate lapses of judgment and decorum within the deepest and most secretive bowels of the Empire. We are the ones who decide the fates of legislators who lose their way. We have to be at least twice as canny, if not half as brutal. They'll have to watch my back once we're off planet. Well, not if I watch it for you, sweetheart. Wow, that was an innuendo. I knew this trial would awaken things in you. Lamau, this quadrant vacillation is whack. I don't understand what any of that meant, but can we get back on track? There was no significance behind the accountability buddy pair-ups, and that is all I'll say on the matter. Wait, didn't you tell me earlier that you had a friend who was, cold? Cold? Well, yes, I suppose I did tell you that. You said it was because of the series, too. I told you that as well, yes. That was several sweeps ago, however. But in my testimony, I said that we do not, currently, experience any problems. That would give me cause to be suspicious of my friends. Okay, but don't you think that's kind of an important detail? If you insist... had an incident which led to her being cold. Wonder if she could have been saved had she an accountability buddy. It did not factor in my decision to implement the practice, when I became the eldest in the cavern. So you see, there's no special reason behind it, besides the way kit. Sure. Kind of special duties. By special duties, I mean completely normal responsibilities. Like handing out the snacks, taking care of the locker key, doing bed checks, keeping track of the luggage, loving the travel games and group sing-alongs, etc. You don't trust your friends to keep track of those things on their own? Of course I do! It's just that everything is more fun if you're doing it with a buddy, even the morning chores. Since they're completely normal responsibilities, could you add them to your testimony? Certainly. Responsibilities include It's accountability, but had access to the lockers. Oh, that's true. Wait, what kind of travel games are you sing-alongs? Well, just the old standards, I suppose. Like drones and defects, yes, it's subversive, long live the Empress. We sing old imperial hymns and eldritch sea shanties. You do. I mostly do my nails. Even when I spend most of the time listening to H2D these days. I like the production. This is starting to sound disconcertingly like holidays back at home. Wait, you said the accountability parents were responsible for taking care of the locker keys? Yes. What now? What now? Tirana said that she saw the thief stealing in the locker room. Or in the bathroom. It says here in your itinerary that the key was with Linera and Link from 1550 to 1545, but Tirana saw the thief make off with the book while the train was going into the tunnel at 1540. So it means that Daria had no way to get in the locker during the time frame that the book was stolen. Meaning that she must be innocent. Right? That's right, isn't it? Why doesn't anyone say anything? And I must vigorously reiterate. Is that really the conclusion you've drawn from the evidence presented? With this rich tapestry of potential indiscretion laid bare before you? Yes? Incredible. Oh, Tasius, this is exhilarating. Why didn't you tell me? The pure jolt of adrenaline that one feels when seeing a wrinkle in someone's argument, preparing to decisively, irrecoverably, methodically iron it out. Stop drawing it out, Stills. You're making a mockery of the court. I'm not the one making a mockery of the sacred institution. Your so-called defense can't possibly be taken this seriously. Observe the condition in which the locker was discovered. The thief used force to obtain their quarry. All you've done is prove your client's guilt. What clever rhetorical feint will you whisper in your protege's ear this time, Tisius? Wonderful question. What do you have to say for yourself, my trusty protege? Well, we don't know how the locker was broken into, so we can't prove anything definitively yet. Right? Wrong! We do in fact possess the means of burglary. What do you have to say for your client now? Oh no, Joey. Maybe Daria did do it after all. No! We can't give up just like that. You know, we just met like half an hour ago. No offense, but it's weird how invested you are in this. It's not right! Tough shit. Excuse me, everyone. Why are you fighting me when I'm trying to help you? But I'm just saying this seems more like a personal problem than anything to do with me. So what if it is? I don't like this kangaroo court. I don't like seeing people get taken advantage of for the amusement of others. I'm going to blow this case wide open and prove the truth, no matter what. An admirable goal, but how do you intend to do that when the issue is so cut and dry? Surely you don't happen to miraculously have an item in your possession that's just another culprit. I might. What about this? Stop embarrassing yourself. Oh, shit. How about this? What are you doing? Shit. I wonder. Fuck. Missing pages. Shit. Maybe this will change your mind. Yawn. Shit. Fuck. Oh! Okay. Attention everyone. Before we do anything hasty that we might regret later, I have a few facts to point out. The lock was vandalized using a sharp cutting implement. Although this could have been indeed accomplished using the nail file found in Daria's locker, there are other items aboard this train car that could achieve a similar effect. For example, a bladed striped specibus. 4. There was someone sitting in the galley right now, currently in possession of such an item. To consider all possibilities at this juncture would be irresponsible, therefore, I suggest the defense call this new witness to the stand. You mean Tiggery? Tiggery, this jailbird accuses you of committing the capital offense of vandalizing a sacred historical artifact, which also happens to be a piece of subversive contraband. Do you understand the gravity of this accusation? It is a double crime. What if I did do it? What? Wild. What? Is this a confession? We're just talking hypothetical here. See, the troll who committed this crime was both nimble with a blade and a true brain genius. And while I will not admit to anything that would incriminate me, based on these attributes, you are right to suspect me. Oh my god, are we really doing this? I must defend my honor. I wouldn't expect a lowblood to understand. We're the same blood caste, you absolute dumbass. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her. Joey's not gonna rise some weak bait like, just try me. Let the games begin. Let's engage in a thought experiment. Let's say I did it. Let's say we are having a deeply intellectual exchange of free speech in which the possibility of my participation in such an act would not result in prosecution. In such a model, one might say that this crime could not have been accomplished with a third-rate specimen such as the nail file. You're a second-rate duelist with a third-rate deck. The cut is too elegant to have been inflicted by a plebeian using a feminine grooming tool. If you are saying that this crime was indeed a feat of agility and intellect, then it must have been committed by the most cunning warrior poet on the train. In theory. I wonder. Are you satisfied with the current witness that the current witness is obviously trolling the court? Well, yeah, aren't we all trolls here? We sure are. Anyway, something is still bugging me. Let's go over it again from the top, if you insist. Is that true? It's not possible for a lock to have been cut by a nail file? I don't understand. Isn't this testimony in your favor? He is certain that your client could not have possibly committed the crime that she is accused of. Well, in that case, my line of inquiry benefits you, so why are you arguing me? Well, that's because she loves to argue. I do not. She always picks a fight about how she doesn't want to pick fights. Are you trying to embarrass me in front of every stranger we meet on this trip? I wonder. The nail file is the best reinforced corundite slab on the market. It would be quite efficient to cut through one of the cheap locks we use. Link! You're not helping! I'm not trying to. So it would be more accurate to say that it's your opinion that the lock could not have been cut by a third-rate blade like a nail file. You could say that. You're on about tyranny. This tangent is a waste of everybody's time. Concurred. Moving along. In my opinion. But why? It is duty of the philosopher to ask questions. No, I mean, why should we guarantee that you won't get prosecuted? Promising that you won't face consequences for what you say is kind of like giving you special privileges. I didn't realize this court was being run by a bunch of CJWs. Are you seriously accusing me of high blood privilege? No, I'm accusing you of being a coward. I see that I underestimated you. But in order to defeat me in this theoretical paradigm, you must first prove that I had the motive and the means to compensate for your natural deficiencies. I will throw you a bone and admit that such a model, let's see this when elegant in theory. Objection. Here, I'm going to take a look at this. Oh, God. The Black Age. Jesus Christ. But of course, everyone knows that. I didn't. Not until you told me earlier. You never did. You never did explain what you're doing near the Jade Lockers. Especially since you claimed to hate Jade drama so much. Could it be that you were looking for something that belonged to you? Oh, he's beginning to sweat. I think I'm starting to get the hang of this. What are you waiting for? Swoop in for the kill. Of course, if it doesn't belong to you, you wouldn't mind if I tossed it out? Wait! Objection! Well, before you get rolling, let me save you from wasting your breath. Yes, it's very clever for you to have manufactured an anti-alibi out of thin air. But you've made one very serious logical error that I simply cannot overlook. Oh? Did you forget the basic conceit of this trial? Oh. I think I might have, actually. Something's going on. It's getting a little hard to follow. Now let me brief you on the case so far. We're not trying to ascertain who is lurking. We're trying to figure out who broke into Brianna's locker. Even if Teguri was the proprietor of this disgusting nerd object, how does that give him a motive? Sweet Dobbs from the auditor. I don't know if this sword boy worth about time. Once again, we arrive at the logical conclusion based on the evidence presented. Your client is guilty. Great. No. Now, just a minute, Stills. Give us a chance to mount a rebuttal before gloating, would ya? Is that customary under the hip new trial process? I've never known you to postpone gloating under any circumstances. Of course not, but we're running a lab of sorts here. What kind of experiment would it be if we didn't test all the variables, huh? Oh, just have to sweet-talk me. And how does his honorable tyranny feel about allowing the defense to mount a rebuttal? Oh. Allow it. One chance. Better pick carefully or it's game over, buddies. Let's take another look at the evidence and see if we can figure out why Teguri was hanging around the Jade Lockers. Okay, and I can't, so... It was repaired with black nail polish, so... If we get this wrong, then I'll feel pretty bad, but you don't really think Marcel Chapson just because he lost a dumb game, do you? That's, really not my problem with it. Absolutely sure about that? No. No. Fuck. Ugh. Actually, no, yeah. I will. Let's see if this works. If not, oh well. So I'm sure. Well, what you got for us, Joe? This. Interesting. A few years ago, I sat down my brother's Tiger handheld and cracked the screen. There was no way I could glue it back together, but my babysitter showed me how you could use clear nail polish to seal cracks in delicate surfaces while also preventing further damage. I mean, she didn't put it like that. She explained that microcellulose dissolved in butyl acetate would form a clear, flexible varnish over the LCD screen. You can seal hairline fracture without ruining the way something looks. Smart. Teguri had done nothing but mock the Jades for their delicate behavior since this case started, so he must have known that one of them would have something like this in their locker. Compelling argument, Joe. What say the witness? I. Oh god. Wait, does he really have a fucking... Is that a fucking Sharingan or the Rinnegan? I can't remember. It looks fucking... I cannot confirm or deny anything. What? Oh my god. What do you mean by that? Let me explain. While your supposition asserts that the culprit in this case would have to possess advanced reflexes, refined instincts, and intelligence within the top percentile, You have only provided the material motive. You have yet to present a cogent psychological reason to prove Miss Usama's accusation. Is this something we really care about? Of course. You're deeply thirsty for a glimpse into my dark and tortured soul. It actually sounds like you have a pretty good idea of where you want this to go, so why don't you just tell us? As expected, with low IQ, thin blood, and no sense of drama or suspense. Why would I hand you the key to my defeat? In the immortal words of the famous philosopher, Patera Benter, hit me with your best shot. Well, you call that your best? Big on that one. Shit. Fuck. Should have everything, but no. Someone wants you to prove why you want you to steal the book. Missing pages. Sometimes, Wasabi's answer is the best answer. Trick must have heard about the Rainbow Emotion Saga somehow. Perhaps the saucy content contained within these missing pages tempted him to steal it. To steal? Objection. I have unfortunately been by the side of this greasy man since the train departed and had not heard about this book until the altercation, so how could he have possibly known about it beforehand? Ah, and I object to your objection, madam. Of course I knew about the book. They were whispering about it, long before you picked up on their unsubtle yelling. I have the razor-sharp instincts of a parbeast, the flexibility of a leaf on the wind. I heard it all. I've kept track of everything that happened on this train with my quick wits and sharp mind. In fact, I've been paying very close attention to the Jades this entire trip. Since they are the keepers of forbidden knowledge, I thought I could learn much from them. I have a keen interest in dark content on the fringes of society, including some specific content the Jades have in their possession. It's pretty clear that he didn't do it, but I'm not sure how to proceed. If we dismiss him now, Stelsa might just end the trial right there and declare Rai guilty. Then why not just let him dig his own grave? Because that wouldn't be right either. I don't want him getting convicted just because he's an idiot. We need to prove Rai innocent by finding the real culprit, not by throwing someone else under the bus. Interesting take. You're adding challenge variables to my theory of a defense legislation that I hadn't even considered. They're not challenge variables. We're here to find the truth, right? Sure. The truth. The whole truth, nothing but the truth. Yes, exactly. Then find the whole truth. Should be easy. Just prove that he never read Fresh Teeth. Right, let's take it from the top. Let's look at the book. Alright, take this. Did you just open my forehead? And I'll hit you. And it hit you. Ha. What was I supposed to do exactly? Catch it from my incisors like some sort of bark beast? Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to test your instincts. Objection. This is the stupidest thing I've seen yet. Fuck yeah. Objection upheld. Drive this bitch back up to the train, please. Room. I don't know about that. You seem pretty standoffish. I don't think you cared about any of the Jades until you started yelling about some hardcore band book. My sole persona was a ruse, a distraction. My focus on their posse was hyper-concentrated. I have been playing 11th dimensional mental chess with them this whole train ride. Gee, sounds difficult. Objection. Are you implying you've always known about Fresh Teeth, Book 5 of the Rainbow Emotion Saga? Like maybe you didn't necessarily know the Jades had it, but you heard about it before the train ride and were interested in it? Of course. I've known this forbidden series since the day I registered with the Dark Web e-library site known as the Dank Text Fortress. It's extremely hard to register for that site, by the by. Max level elite hackers only. Well, I think you should add that detail to your testimony, don't you? Lasai. Fine. God, I hate this guy so fucking much. If you read the book, you'd know what was in it, right? Indubitably. Do you think we could trick us somehow? Wow, getting the underhanded, I see. I mean, all we have to do is prove we never read Fresh Teeth, right? So let's see if he responds to something that is clearly not from the Rainbow Drinker series. In that case, can I read you a passage from this book? Go ahead and tell me if you recognize it. This is beneath me, but I'll do it for the sake of dramatics. Okay, here we go. The sultry joint-legged blonde beast meandered up to her brood leader, Gunstar. Her hips swaying back and forth, her chest was covered in the rainbow smears of fresh kills, of which there were many. She dropped to her knees before him, her hands clasped in prayer, begging for redemption. "Oh, my star brood, how could you have abandoned me like this? I must be taken on your nightly hunt," ejaculated the blonde. "I must prove myself before the moon spirit, or my mate spirit, Sword-Stain, will be cold." Sound familiar? Of course, it's familiar. Obviously, this is passage from the profane text in question. Objection! If you really knew about the Rainbow Emotion Saga, you would know the scene I just read was from a totally different novel. You've just been duped by Soldier Perby's Volume 16, Part 3, The Great Squeak Beast Hunt. By the way, they're talking about warrior cats. Yes, yeah, Soldier Perby's a totally different genre, too. I think I might be lying about knowing all this cool contraband stuff. Shut your grub shoot, you quivering normie bitch! Okay. I am many things. I am handsome, I am hardcore, and I am indescribably badass, but I am no liar. Alright, clap, clap. Good show, guys and gals. Glad this is all settled. Now we can all agree to get this man off the stand. Did you not hear me? I am many things, but I am no liar. I didn't claim to pass the test from the Rainbow Drinker novel. I said it was from the profane text in question. That could have meant anything. I was telling the truth. Yes, yes, we all heard you. Now please, leave before you make an even bigger fool of yourself. No, I refuse to leave. I did it. I stole the book from the locker. It was the coolest thing I've ever done, and I looked like an absolute fucking badass. I stalked through the shadows and sniped the forbidden novel like the shonen anti-hero thief I am. And I read it. Oh yes, I read it because my brain is the size of a fucking planet impulse. I fit her in shadow. I am the dark side. I am the darkness. Oh jeez, the Mao. Alright, I think we've had enough for the fun for the day. Let's end this FARP session, and are you listening to me? I said I'd do it. I'm guilty. Guilty! Fucking bum, my buddy. There's some juicy confession. Fine, if you're so committed to getting cold, I may have to oblige you. But since I'm so nice, I'll give you one more chance to back out before calling the case. Why would I back out? Gosh, this trial is a total bust. Hold it. There's a crucial piece of evidence that's been overlooked. Oh, I'm sorry, I must have missed something. No, it's cool. It's just some insider info I have. Diggory, would you hand me your sword? This blade is my life, my body, my soul! Yeah, just hand it over. I petitioned his honorable tyranny to acquire it for me. I don't want it to leave my side. Hand it over, Big Buzz, she knows what's up. Here. Thanks. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I have before me the katana our witness claims to have used to steal the contraband item from Miss Ursama's locker. Now, pay close attention. I will draw this sword from its sheath and slice my hand off at the wrist. Surely, if the blade were sharp enough to cut metal, it would be sharp enough to cut through bone. Even with my said little bookworm muscles, applying the force. Shing. Stop! Honeybee, what are you doing? I just know you need both hands so you can hold things. Oh, it's totally dull. Not even a paper cut. See? No matter how hard I slice myself with it, it fails to cut through even the thinnest part of my wrist. Tigiri, this sword is nothing but a cheap knockoff. I think you got this at Troll Spencer's Gifts. No, there must be a mistake. Alright, somebody pull him off the stand before he has a fainting spell. You got it. Hey, but Tigiri's sword didn't cut the lock, then what did? Like I said before, this foolish diversion, we've already identified the high-quality nail file found in Daria's locker. And that nail file is Daria's! Well, tear her apart already! Now here's a gal who knows what's up. I'm calling on her to attest. Oh, wait. Before the Nair steps in the sand, I have something really important to say. Hello, everyone. Oh, I was a little scared to appear in front of all of you all. Especially since I have a terrible dramatic secret that will change the whole course of the trial. What's sort of terrible dramatic secret, dear? It really hurts to do this. I'm close to breaking down. My blood pressure aches, but I cannot stand by and do nothing. You see, in order to protect poor sweet innocent Daria, I must present a piece of evidence that might implicate another one of my precious friends. I have before me Linnera's secret diary. Her what now? Linnea has a secret diary? Excuse me? How dare you? How do you even know about that? You always write in it during our lessons when you think I'm not paying attention. Anyway, contained within are detailed dates and times that prove Daria could not have stolen any part of the Rainbow Emotion saga. Pass over the dairy, sweetheart, and let the Auto-Terror diary, not dairy, of the Auto-Terror scrutinize the documents. The relevant timeline starts on page 406. I bookmarked it for you. Oh yes, I see. This is an incredibly detailed account of where each J-Bow was during the theft of all parties are accounted for, excluding Linnea, of course. Don't keep it to yourself, sis. Share how it goes. Of course I will. Now, read aloud the appropriate passage concerning the accused. And then, Daria had to go toddle off to the Bluebud car to hit on someone, like the slut she is. She claimed she was just getting a midday snack. For 20 whole minutes at 15:30? Someone needs to call her already. She's such a blank who makes my blank tremble. I wish she'd just disappear. I wish a contrived series of events would happen in order to excommunicate her from our commune. What is all that, and how are you making that noise with your mouth? Oh, Linnea censors her diary with nail polish. That seems counterproductive. I didn't write any of that. Okay, I maybe wrote some of it. Most of it. But not all of it. If this is all true, I think it disqualifies Daria from being the culprit, since she was getting a snack during the theft. Yeah, sure, a snack, lol. Well, this is an exciting development. Thank you very much for sharing this piece of evidence, my dear. Is there anything else you would like to present before the court? No, that's all. I have to clear some things up. While this was extremely helpful, we will have to call Daria up to the stand before I can confirm or deny anything written within this journal. Wait. I'd like to look at the diary before we go any further. There's some important details inside. I want to call a recess. A recess? We are at the most exciting part of the trial. I don't know. I could use an intermission. The anticipation gets y'all lubed up for the main event. Ah, fuck. Are we stuck on the loading screen again? Yes, we are. Okay, cool. Another secret diary is pretty incriminating. Every single Jade is accounted for during this theft, except for her. She certainly got a motive, and probably could have broken the lock. Something doesn't feel right about all this. How so? I don't know, I can't really put my finger on it. Yeah, me neither. Maybe it's because we got nothing to reference. Like, we were relying on this one piece of evidence alone. This journal is the only truth you have, and you got to believe in it. But if it's not the whole truth, then you must discover more of your truth. If something feels wrong, it is your duty to investigate further and cull your uncertainty before it grows into a monster. I see. Talk to everyone again. Go get him, champ. Alright. I'm gonna end this episode here because it's gone on for fucking forever. Literally forever. And I have other things I need to get done. So we'll come back to this in the next episode. God, I was not expecting fucking Ace Attorney. Ugh. Yeah, fucking hell. We'll come back in this in the next episode. See ya!